What is going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. So today we got a massive mainstream news for you guys today, and we got a movie review to touch on. So without further ado, let's get started with our first piece of news on these Main Street highlights for today. And first topic for today: Top Gun Maverick passes Titanic and become the seventh biggest domestic film of all time. And this is what Variety had to say. Top Gun Maverick has toppled Titanic as the seventh biggest film ever at the domestic box office, earning $662 million in ticket sales. For Paramount, Top Gun Maverick has also overtaken Titanic as the studio's biggest film in its 110-year history. However, James Gunn's disaster epic is still outpacing Tom Cruise's fight jet adventure outside of North America's with $1.5 billion at the international box office and $2.2 billion globally. So, this is a very big hit for Top Gun Maverick. So it passes Titanic in the domestic, but Titanic is still in the 2 billion rankings as far as globally. So you have Titanic, you have Avatar, you have two of the Avatar films, and I think maybe Star Wars: The Force Awakens 2, because I know there was 5. Don't get me wrong. I believe there was 5. That's in the 2 billion in their club. So, but a huge congratulations to Top Gun Maverick, and it's still playing in the theaters. So let's see if it can reach that 2 billion before its home release date. But we'll see. And so moving on to our next topic. Rosario Dawson hints that the Punisher will return and asks fans to help make it happen. So this is what Comic Book Reader has to say. So, I haven't heard that announcement, but I found out yesterday that the Punisher was happening again, Dawson said during the panel at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. So, I feel like it's my second chance, because it was the only one of the shows that I wasn't in. And I love John Burr. So, let's make it all happen collectively, guys. She continued crossing her fingers. Now, Disney, that's associated with Marvel, has got all the rights to the Marvel shows that was on Netflix. So, we seen Daredevil appear in the MCU with following No Way Home, and now coming up the She-Hulk series. So there is a good chance not only that we'll be getting the Punisher soon, but we may see we might get a project of the Midnight Suns. That's one of my predictions that might happen in Phase 6. So in the Midnight Suns, we might get along with Daredevil, the Punisher, Moon Knight, and Ghost Rider, wherever he pops up. But I heard in the rumor news that the Midnight Suns was in development. So hopefully that's one of the announcements for Phase 6. So and then all the seasons for the Punisher is on Disney Plus. So you guys can check that out. It's under the adult side of Disney Plus. If you want to watch the Netflix Marvel shows like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the Punisher. So you gotta log into the adult side of Disney Plus to watch that show. But I do see the Punisher returning. So, but we'll just have to wait and see what's in the Marvel's plans. Thor: Love and Thunder passes Ragnarok at the domestic box office. This is what Screen Rant has to say. Thor: Love and Thunder has drawn somewhat mixed reviews from fans, with many criticizing the film's overly comedic tone. Others, however, have praised the film through its thoughtful treatment of Natalie Portman's Jane Foster and its top-notch villain in the form of Christian Bale's the God Butcher. Despite somewhat mixed intensive reviews, Thor: Love and Thunder has a strong opening weekend at the box office, earning over 140 million. The film's opening weekend box office haul was this year's third biggest, and was the higher than Thor Ragnarok at 123 million opening in 2017. Now, Thor: Love and Thunder has continued its box office victory over Thor Ragnarok, recently surprising the film's domestic total. Thor: Love and Thunder has now earned 316 million domestically in its fifth week, putting it just ahead of Thor Ragnarok at 315 million domestic total. Now, this is a very good numbers for Thor, but I still, but in terms of, if you're gonna ask me like which Thor movie is better, I would put Thor Ragnarok at first. I'll put the Thor Ragnarok at first, then Thor Love and Thunder at second, then the first Thor movie on third, and then Thor the Dark World at fourth. If you're gonna ask me where I rank it as far as the Thor movies, but this is a pretty good number for Thor Love and Thunder, despite the mixed reviews on it. But yeah, very good numbers. Sonic. So we got some news on when Sonic 3 is going to be coming out, and apparently it's going head to head with Avatar 3. This should be interesting. And this is what Deadline has to say. Paramount Pictures has unveiled a release date for its third Sonic the Hedgehog film. At the same time, pushing back the date for its untitled Smurfs animated musical, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will open worldwide on December 20th, 2024, with the newest Smurf pick going worldwide on February 14th, 2025, having previously been set in an unpull of the date now claimed by the former film. While Sonic opened against James Cameron's Avatar 3, it is not yet clear what kind of box office competition that the new Smurfs pick has in store. Now, I will say this. We got 2 years till Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out. As you guys all know, things might change. Okay, this is just where it is at right now. So, anytime between now and 2024, the dates may change. Okay, maybe they might put Sonic the Hedgehog a week before Avatar 3. Who knows? But yeah, well, we still got 2 weeks away. 2 years away. So anything can happen. But as far as like going head to head, I would say Avatar 3 might win. Would definitely win the box office according to box office numbers. But as far as like which movie's gonna be better, we still don't know yet. But as far as the box office numbers, if you're gonna ask me, I think Avatar 2 is gonna win that battle. But it is what it is. But we still, like I said, we still got 2 weeks. 2 years until these movies come out, and dates may change. We got our first look at Ironheart and the Hood in the upcoming Marvel's Ironheart series. And this is what comicbook.com has to say about the first images. In the new Ironheart set photos shared by Judge Jarrett on Monday, breakout star Anthony Ramos can be seen donning a new look as similar to Part Robbins, the mystical street-level Marvel baddie that became a favorite in the recent years. In addition to Ramos' confirmation, with an incredible comic accurate suit. Thor no less. Dominique Thor's Renee Williams can be seen in the new Ironheart armor, turning into a life of crime. Robert stumbles across a magical clock that grants him mystical powers, not unlike Doctor Strange or any other of the magic of the Magician's arts. What sets the character apart from the original magicians, however, is the fact he is often seen sporting a pistol in each hand as his weapon of choice. So, I guess he's kind of like the gunslinger type magician. I don't know too much on his on the Hood character, but I'm gonna check it out how he looks how he is in the comics. But this is gonna be very interesting. So we'll get a sneak peek of Ironheart in the new Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever that comes out in November. So there are very interesting news there. Tom Cruise is developing a Leslie Grossman project. In case you guys don't know who Leslie Grossman is, he's the character from Tropical Thunder. Yeah, that's what Tom Cruise plays in that movie. This is what Joel Blood had to say about this story. It turns out that Tom Cruise still has Leslie Grossman on his mind and is planning on bringing the character back with his Mission Impossible director Christopher Moniquet, sorry if I pronounced the name. Deadline has reported that Tom Cruise and Christopher are cooking up several projects to follow Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. One of which will involve Leslie Grossman. Deadline isn't sure whether Cruise and McQuarrie have a full Leslie Grossman movie in mind, or if they want to include the character in another project. So I would say they would do a spin-off movie from Tropical Thunder. That's why I see it going. But hopefully we get some more news on that. And I like Tom Cruise's character in Leslie Grossman in Tropical Thunder. But let's see if we can get that project done on the way. Nat Campbell on leaving Scream got lowball offer for being a woman. Let's see what Variety has to say about this. I don't feel that what I was being offered equated to the value that I bring to this franchise and have brought to this franchise for 25 years, Campbell said. As a woman in this business, I think it's really important for us to be valued and to fight to be valued, Campbell added. I honestly don't believe if I was a man and have done 5 installments on a huge blockbuster franchise over 25 years, that the numbers that I was offered would be a number that I would be offered as a man. That's just crazy. But I will say this. Nat Campbell is Scream. She been the face of that franchise for 25 years. So I heard the stories of how they was gonna write her character off in Scream 6. Obviously, she didn't like it, but if you guys saw Scream 5, you know that it was literally passing of the torch. So you can see the new faces of Scream being passed on from the old characters, because as the original characters are Dewey, who played by David Erker, he died in the movie. But the only OG character is returning, and that's Gwen. That's where played by so that's the only character that's returning. So Sydney and Dewey are not returning. Only Gail Weathers is returning for the for Scream 6. So Yeah, it is what it is. So let's just hope Scream 2 be as good as the last movie. So and moving on. Surprise! Ezra Miller is charged for a felony burglary. Jesus Christ. How many times we gonna be talking about this guy on this podcast? Jesus Christ. My goodness. He is literally wanting the Flash to be canceled. My goodness. Hold on, man. Let me get a water break for this. This is crazy. Man. So, this is what the Hollywood Reporter had to say. According to a police report post online, Vermont State Police were notified May 1st of a potential burglary when the residents of County Road in Stedman, Vermont, reported that several bottles of alcohol was taken from within the residence while the homeowners were not present. Following the investigation, that includes taking statements and reviewing surveillance videos, police found probable cause to charge Miller. The actor was ultimately located at 11:23 p.m. on August 7th, and it issued a sentence to approve in Vermont Supreme Court for an argument hearing on September 26th. It's unclear if Miller knows the resident of the home that he was a burglary in. Jesus Christ. I recently did a poll on my Instagram stories explaining the two options that what could happen to the Flash. One was that that he can still remain at the Flash and they can release the film. The second option was to release the film, but afterwards he would have to be recast. And the third option was to cancel the film entirely. So that's all the three options that's on Warner Brothers' plate right now. But I touched about this on a previous episode that they did a test screening on the Flash. They liked what they saw, but we got a recent news that from Ben Affleck saying that they were doing some reshoots. So let's see what happens in the reshoots, and let's see what's gonna happen going forward with the Flash. Harley Quinn season 4 apparently greenlit for HBO Max, and this is what Screen Rant had to say. Despite no word yet for Warner Brothers TV or HBO Max, it seems streaming services may have given Harley Quinn season 4 a quiet renewal. Thanks to Entertainment Info Registry, it appears that Harley Quinn season 4 has been given a go. It's supposedly set to release in 2023. EIDR is what many media companies like Warner Brothers Discovery use to better keep up with their content and properties that get released on different platforms, such as HBO Max. While not confirmed yet by the studio, the EIDR also had the episode titles for Harley Quinn season 4, which also could be found below. So I do believe that they will keep Harley Quinn in the upcoming projects, but I haven't heard anything on the. I know the upcoming season for Titans and Doom Patrol is coming up, but I don't know if they're going to be renewal after this upcoming season. I don't know if they're going to be renewal after that, but yeah, but I don't know. DC been doing a lot of budget cuts lately, so we'll just have to wait to see what happens. Five Nights at Freddy's actually proceeded with a tweet from Jason Blum and this is what the direct had to say. Blumhouse CEO Jason Blum posted on Twitter how he was pleased to be working with Jim Henson's creative shop for an upcoming project. He then goes to note how their experience and expertise with the animatronics is absolutely killer. While he doesn't mention is what the work was actually for, but for those eagle-eyed viewers, the answer becomes pretty clear. They are working on Five Nights at Freddy's movies adaptation. So I hope Blumhouse does a movie on this. So it's gonna be really crazy how they're gonna do this movie. So I hope Blumhouse make a Five Nights at Freddy's adaptation. Prey become the biggest premiere ever for Hulu. So this is the prequel to the first Predator movie. So if you guys have not seen it, I recommend you guys to go check it out. And this is what Screen Rant has to say. Disney and 20th Century Studios have now announced that Prey is Hulu's biggest premiere ever. No Pacific viewership was given for the new Predator movie, but it was watched more in the first 3 days than any other film or TV show that has debuted on Hulu. In addition to breaking Hulu's viewership record, Prey also became the most watched film premiere on Stars Plus in Latin America and on Disney Plus under the Star banner in other territories. So, with that being said, so I don't know what they plan to do after this. They could make another movie. I don't know, but all I gotta say, Prey was definitely as good as the very first Predator movie. So I recommend you guys go check it out. Disney Plus bundle total subscribers has passed Netflix. Let's see what Variety has to say. Disney now counts 221.1 million total subscribers worldwide across its streaming offerings, which compress Disney Plus Hotstar, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, pushing it just ahead of Netflix, which ends quarter two with 220.7 million. So, congrats on Disney Plus. It looks like Netflix ain't the dominant streaming platform no more. It looks like Disney Plus has taken the crown now. So next topic, Star Trek: Stranger New Worlds biggest series launch in network's history. So this is what Screen Rant had to say. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds sets the record as the most watched Star Trek series debut on Paramount Plus streaming service in their history. The latest entry in the multi-genre sci-fi fiction franchise takes place 5 years before Captain T. Kirk takes command of the USS Enterprise, following Captain Christopher Pines and his crew as they embark on a 5-year mission to explore the vast reaches of the galaxy. Due to an espionage structure, stellar writing, and outstanding performances, Strange New Worlds has become the highest ranked Star Trek entry on Rotten Tomatoes. Must be better than they did. They have a better ranking than the other one, than the other Star Trek show. So that's interesting. So, and I know they're gonna keep moving forward with Strange New Worlds. Disney Plus raised subscriptions price by 38%. Why? This is what ABC News had to say. Walt Disney Company said on Wednesday that it was raising its prices for streaming subscribers in the U.S. who want to watch Disney Plus without ads, as more viewership switched to what CEO Bob Chapek described as the best value in streaming. The price increase are tied to a new tier service. Disney will launch in December for U.S. subscribers. The base Disney Plus service today costs $7.99 per month. Starting in December, that base service will run ads, so a subscriber who wants no ads will have to upgrade to a premier service that starts at 10.99 per month, a 37.5% rises over current prices. The annual plan would cost $109.99. I don't know what they're gonna do with the bundle. I don't know what's gonna change from there, but hopefully we'll see how it goes. So, but this is just explaining if you just have Disney Plus alone, not the bundle. So that's what they're explaining there for now. Hopefully, we get some more news. This pertains to the to everyone that has the bundle as well. So, moving on. James Gunn and DC solidify a long-term relationship, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. Shortly after Peacemaker aired, Gunn confirmed that he was very seriously working on more projects based in the DCU. Of the various projects in development, Gunn recently revealed that one of his gained significant momentum that he had already began working on the scripts. This has fans pleased until earlier this month, the newly formed Warner Brothers Discovery spread chaos among the DC's fan base by shoveling the nearly completed Batgirl film. Gunn was quickly to assure fans that Peacemaker Season 2 remains safe in wake of the unprecedented cancellation, and now the fate of other projects is also clear. So, when I mentioned Harley Quinn being safe, I think that Peacemaker is going to be safe too, as well, because everybody loved the Peacemaker series. So, if Warner Brothers Discovery sees like it's getting a lot of attention and it's getting a lot of viewership, then they're going to keep it, especially being on HBO Max because they need their content there. So, I don't see Peacemaker going anywhere. Greg sorry if I pronounce your name, has been eyeing for DC's Kevin Feige. So this is what Screen Rant has to say. In a new report from Variety, the trades revealed that Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav is looking to introduce a new head of DC Films, with Walter Hammer reporting exiting in the near future, with a desire to look for a Feige-like figure to lead DC. Arrow Universe creator Bob Berlin is one potential producer whose name is being tossed around for the gig. No offer has yet been made to Berlin's team, and per their insiders, the busy creator may not have been interested in going in-house. Berlin is currently executive producing the CW's ongoing Arrowverse DC's TV shows, while having also co-created Titans and Doom Patrol. He is also attached to the Green Lantern TV show and the Dead Boys and Detectives, which have both been picked up to series on HBO Max. So, if they're gonna do the 10-year plan for the DC Extended Universe and do a total reboot after the Blue Beetle, then they gotta find somebody and to be that Kevin Feige, and they're gonna go with the Arrowverse producer. I would say go for it. If you think he's the right one, go for it. So, but we'll see how it happens, because we still got the Flash, we got Black Adam, we got Shazam 2. Aquaman, um, and Blue Beetle still in its current DC Extended Universe run. So after those movies, we'll see how the reboot for the 10-year plan goes, and see who's going to be the new Kevin Feige for DC. But we'll see how it goes. Warner Brothers hasn't greenlit the Batman 2 yet. So this is what the Direct had to say. Variety reported that a sequel to the Batman has still yet to receive an official green light from Warner Brothers Discovery. Amongst the ongoing shakeups and strategy shifts entirely at the studios, the project is still currently in development under the Batman writer and director Matt Reeves, but the lack of movement means that any follow-up film will still be several years away. Prior to reports suggest that a trilogy for Robert Pattinson's take on The Dark Knight was all being settled following the first movie's critical and box office success, but it's still up in the air whether DC will bite the bullet. So, I would say this: if it hasn't been greenlit yet, then the script is not done yet. So, the only way that a project will be greenlit is that the script is done, that the studios have looked over it, whether it's good to go, then they will greenlit it. So, and in case y'all didn't know, the Batman 2, when they announced it, it's not going to be released until fall 2024. So, they still got some time. You know what I'm saying? If the script's not done yet, that's why it's not greenlit yet. So, I don't want y'all to be worried yet. Okay? So, and also, I don't think they're going to get rid of the Batman 2. I don't think they're not going to get rid of it. It's just going to be in a separate universe, just like the Tom Phillips Joker. So, it's in a different universe. So, you have your DC Extended Universe, and you have your other universes with Tom Phillips Joker and Matt Reeves' Batman. So, I'll say, yeah. So, guys, don't get worried just yet. Just because it's not greenlit yet. It just means that the script is not done yet. So, and despite it being announced for a fall 2024 release. So, don't get too worried, y'all. It's still coming. But they just got to wait for the script to be done in order to be greenlit. So yeah. That's all of our news today. So let's get into our movie review for today, and it's going to be on the Bullet Train, and then this was the directed by David Lynch, who did Atomic Blonde, John Wick, Deadpool 2, and the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff from the Fast and the Furious. And this one stars Brad Pitt, Joey King, Edward Thomas Johnson, Brandon T. Henry, Bad Bunny, and Sandra Bullock. So this follows Brad Pitt as a mercenary, and he goes to this train of unknown killers who are trying to find, they all starts with a briefcase and everything. So I would say, as far as the it definitely had a John Wick action feel, but in a very Looney Toony cartoon style like action. If you guys watch the action flicks, the action sequence in the movie, some was well done, and some was very cartoonish. If you guys have watch the film, but other than that, it was definitely good for his fist, nice, and a lot of things for it, and it definitely had its film elements from Crank, smoking aces and shoot them up. So, um, and speaking of smoking, it is very similar to smoking aces. Like you got a lot of different killers from different backgrounds into a one play setting, all in one play setting, and yeah, so that it definitely felt like smoking aces here. So so yeah, but other than that, it was not like it was like the best of all time, but it was definitely a film that you would definitely enjoy based on the who's in it and based on the to watch the action sequences. It's not like it was like over the top or and like any day, but it was definitely a fun um action flick to watch. And despite his goofballs and all that other stuff, but I will I'll say this: the cast and the high speed was great, and it was very entertaining. The performance was good, based on his martial arts and its sequence and everything. But how can I explain? But it's not like I said. It was not. I just say it's not like over the top, like you think it would, what it could be. But but it was just definitely the worth definitely worth to watch if you want to watch some like a very good summer popcorn movie to watch. So this is definitely that movie. So, but other than that, I would give it a C plus rating. It was definitely good for what it is. But yeah, so yeah, but that's our episode for today. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episode are uploaded. Share it, and post your comments down below what you thought that I discussed today. And also, if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow me there. And then go into the YouTube link in the description below and post your thoughts there. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.